I think I met her a couple of weeks ago, and I've seen her performing a few times. So just really amazing. She's really funny, and you're gonna like her a lot. Give it up to Talia Suffer.
So the last comic who performed in the last show, he was Jewish, and he was saying that there's so many Jewish comedians here that there aren't going to be enough Jewish bits left for him. And I'm moving to Israel in 3 weeks, which is, I think, the Jewish thing you can do. So any remaining Jew bits, I'm going to suck right up. Sorry, Emmanuel. I love you. So yeah, like I said, I'm moving actually back to Israel in a few weeks. I've lived there before. And yeah, I think when people ask me why I'm moving there, it's kind of hard to give like a straight answer. I mean, I've been going on Instagram a lot recently, seeing that there's these college kids that are posting photos of them studying abroad, and they hashtag find themselves, so thought maybe I'd try that. Just kidding, already found myself being very attracted to former soldiers with PTSD. I figured a country with mandatory military service would be a good spot to go for that. And my experiences with these kind of guys too, well, actually I'll stop there because my parents are in the audience. So. Thanks to the Sofers for coming out. You're getting the PG version today. So the real reason why I'm going is actually because of, well, one, so I'm kind of trying to play it off as like the hot, cool foreigner when I'm there. Kind of like people with British accents who maybe look like John Oliver and then they move here and then they become John Oliver. Except I'm not too hopeful because in Israel, an American moving to Israel is a little bit like a religious, conservative Southerner moving to the Bay Area, hoping to find some of them woke Cali boys. We're not going to take it. You guys can stay. And so the accent to them isn't attractive. And remember, they have mandatory military service, which means mandatory boot camp. I don't know if you've noticed or looking around the U.S., but we don't have mandatory exercise at all. Right now, my option is doing boot camp for $30 a class at Barry's. I'll have a fund after the show if you want to contribute to me meeting my future PTSD soulmate. Trying to take some of those classes before I head over. But the real reason why I'm moving there is for what I call the difference in fuck you culture. So in San Francisco, someone might say something kind of racist, it makes you uncomfortable, and then you go back home and complain about it on Facebook later. That's the fuck you culture here. In Israel, it's a bit different, so I'll give you an example. I was once in a grocery store. I was walking through the ice cream aisle, I pick up my little pint of kosher Ben & Jerry's, Benjamin and Jeremiah, whatever they call it. and then as I'm walking away, this woman starts yelling at me, and I figured, like, okay, maybe I took the last pint of half-baked. That would warrant this kind of response. But then I start hearing what she's saying, and she said that I kept the door open for too long, which frosted up the door so she couldn't look at her options without opening the door, which makes her cold. And as I start to respond with a mix of a half-assed apology and what the fuck is wrong with you, she goes, oh, I can hear from your accent. You are American. You have a place to go for Passover. You can come over if you don't have And I was just confused. I said, well, wait, is this going to be the topic of conversation at the Seder? Because I'll pass if this freezer thing is going to stick with me. And she goes, oh, no, it's defrosted now, so it's okay. So I'm planning on moving there and pissing off a lot of people so I can make friends. That's my plan. So there are some things that I don't like about it out there, though. So one example is public transportation. When people, it's so bad that when people ask what I'm not looking forward to about moving out there, and what I'm going to miss the most about San Francisco is, I say, BART. But it's not actually that bad. There's like free concerts, like sometimes you have street performers or rappers. Sometimes like the flexible ones will put their shoulder like up their ass. And sometimes they do both at the same time. I find it to be entertaining. And actually Israel's buses have street performers as well. They tend to be mumble rappers, kind of like Post Malone, you guys know? Yeah. And so the first time I got on a bus where I heard one of these mumble rappers, I started kind of getting into it. I was bobbing my head. I tried to give him some money. And to my surprise, the bus driver said to me, "You need to get off at the next stop because you are disrespecting the praying Orthodox rabbi."
Oh God.
And this is true. This happens all the. I don't know why they pick buses as the holiest place to pray, but to each their own, I guess. So I don't know if you guys have turned on the news recently, but there's a lot of shitty people. Our president's kind of shitty. ISIS, I think, is kind of shitty. I don't know if you guys agree. Your racist grandmother who will be at Thanksgiving is kind of shitty. But to be honest, I feel kind of bad for all of these shitty people because you know that we're all going to be considered shitty in 50 years for a reason we don't even know yet. So what I'm envisioning is in 50 years, my granddaughter will be going, "Ugh, my grandma, my speciest grandma, used to eat animals and protested the vegan amendment to the Constitution." And she's showing up to our Indigenous Peoples Commemoration dinner that they used to call Thanksgiving, where they like slaughtered turkeys as a celebration and then they ate them. And the worst part about her is that when she was 27 years old, she left a freezer door open long enough for it to completely cross over. Okay, that's my time. Thank you.
Yay!
It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. She's gonna move to Israel. You know, you all know, in case you missed those. But I mean, I'm really happy for her, and wherever she goes, I think she's gonna be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not even joking. So next.